Join our Wales correspondent Dan Whitehead. Dan, just give us the background to this.
Yeah, so this is really a litany of incidents which have taken place over the last couple of months that have brought us to this day, and the fact that there's going to be a vote in probably less than an hour now, a vote of no confidence against the First Minister. The top line reason is a donation which Vaughan Gething took during his leadership campaign of £200,000 from a company whose the person in charge had criminal convictions over environmental offences, dumping waste essentially. He's been under pressure to hand that money back, under pressure for taking it in the first place. He said no rules have been broken. There's been other issues as well that Vaughan Gething has faced to do with deleting text messages during the COVID pandemic and the leaking of those messages to the media. He sacked a minister because of that, saying that she was the leak behind it, something she vehemently denies. All of that has led to the Tories here in Wales putting this motion of no confidence. Now, it's not binding, but it's going to put extreme pressure on the First Minister. Now, what has happened in the last hour, there's been a big debate amongst the politicians here talking about this motion. Andrew R.T. Davies, the leader of the Welsh Conservatives who put forward that motion, insisting that this is not a gimmick, he's not playing politics, that this motion is about transparency, honesty and judgment. The leader of Plaid Cymru, Rhys Iorwerth, saying that it is about a lack of judgment and contrition that do not demonstrate the required skill set for the office of First Minister. Vaughan Gething stood up himself, saying that he's human, he's got nothing to hide, and it hurts deeply that this is taking place. He said that he has never made a decision for personal or financial gain. At one point, actually, while the chair of the Labour group in Wales was paying tribute to Vaughan Gething and his work. Vaughan Gething was actually brought to tears. One of his colleagues was sat next to him, put his hand on his shoulder, and he was seen dabbing his eyes with a tissue. It's incredibly narrow for Labour and how delicate the balance is. There's 60 seats in the Senedd and Labour controls 30 of them. So they need absolutely every Labour member to vote against this motion for Vaughan Gething to win. However, there are two absentees, two members of Labour who are not voting in this vote of no confidence. And so the prediction amongst many is that he will lose this vote of no confidence. As I say, it is not binding. He doesn't have to stand down, but it's going to put extreme pressure on Vaughan Gething, because the fact of the matter is if he loses the vote, he simply and technically will not have the confidence of the Parliament. All of this, of course, comes amid the background of the general election and the pressure that puts the Labour Party under here in Wales. It would be interesting to see whether or not the impact and how much it reflects upon the Welsh electorate, whether these local issues, whether what's going on inside the Senedd and the controversy surrounding Vaughan Gething in Welsh politics reflect on how people vote in a month's time and where they put that cross in the ballot box in the general election.